What's up, everyone? It's a Doctor Who review. So, last night, almost 24 hours ago, Steven Moffat decided he was going to break us into a million tiny pieces with the Series 7 finale. And do you know what? This series has been hit and miss. Well, Series 7 Part 2 has been hit and miss for some fans of the show. For me, it hasn't. But every little detail that Moffat has gave us, and he's even took Russell T Davies' era into account, he came up with the cruelest Doctor Who episode in the name of the Doctor. Now, the first reaction when everyone saw the title of the episode was, oh no, you can't reveal his name. It's ironic because those same people are now saying, why didn't you reveal his name? If you revealed his name, it would ruin the entire show. But on to the actual episode. The show itself opened with what can only be described as a montage of Clara basically seeing every Doctor except for Paul McGann and David Tennant's Doctors. But both of those Doctors did show up later, I have been informed. And that was a 4-minute intro. And as soon as that intro was started, and then we got the title sequence, I was like, Moffat's gonna blow us away in this episode. We knew that the Doctor's greatest secret would be revealed. And it's ironic, because after that, it just got better. There was Jenny, Strax, Vastra, again, in a good role. Not in a comedy role like in the Crimson Horror, but in the supporting role like they were in the Snowmen at Christmas. And it was better to see overall. And Matt Smith once again proved why he is one of the best actors to ever play the Doctor. There'll be some who support David Tennant, and I'm not going to get into that in this episode, because in this review, because there's it's not necessary. One thing that's plagued the series has been the music being very loud and booming over the speech scenes. That wasn't there in this episode either, which was better than before. The Doctor didn't have his sort of great speech, but anyway, back to it. So, of course, we finally learned what Trenzalore is. On the fields of Trenzalore, at the fall of the 11th, the Doctor's greatest secret will be revealed. And there was. And, as usual, we should have read into the lines a bit more. The Doctor did fall. The Doctor, A, fell into the fields of Trenzalore. He then fell to his... Well, he then... almost died, and then he fell into his time stream. That's basically what it was going over. And then the Whispermen, which were meant to be the villains of this episode, I didn't quite get the point of them. And we still don't know much about the Silence. but I'm assuming it'll all be picked up later. The Great Intelligence, though, was the main villain and the overall villain of this series. Not that Dr. Simeon had much... Well, actually, Dr. Simeon returning was probably another highlight of the episode. As he tried to ruin the Doctor's life before dying in his time stream. Then Clara, we didn't really learn much about Clara either, which we now know that she's the impossible girl, and she saved the Doctor so many times because she jumped into the time stream. That's about all we know, but it's all we need to know. And I've loved Jenna-Louise Coleman as the character. And it's great to see a new companion. And Moffat has sparked new life into Doctor Who. Now, everyone's talking about one thing, and I don't want to talk about it till near the end of my review. Up until the 40th minute, I think it must have been the 40th minute, I did not see anything coming or anything. I didn't even see how it was going to end. This was a 50th anniversary celebration. The Time War was mentioned, the Valiard was mentioned, the oncoming star was brought up, Cybermen, Daleks, Strax being a proper Sontaran again, the Silurians being mentioned, and Gallifrey. Gallifrey was brought back, which was great as well. But, and then we got to see William Hartnell steal the TARDIS. We saw the TARDIS get stolen, and it was all because of Clara. Some people won't be liking that. A lot of people I've seen have, which is great to see. A great thing. This is probably the first episode all series that's been majorly received positively, besides for the Daily Mirror, but they hate Doctor Who anyway, so in all respectful manners, they can go up themselves, basically. But the whole point, and this is why Moffat needs a good round of applause, and he needs to be celebrated. He's got people talking about Doctor Who again because of how it ended. Leading into the 50th anniversary, it was left on the biggest cliffhanger that possibly Doctor Who has ever had, with the revelation of John Hurt as the Doctor. Yeah. We don't know what incarnation John Hurt is. My theory, I have two actually. He is either the regenerated Paul McGann, which makes John Hurt the 9th Doctor, moving everyone else up one, making Matt the 12th. But that's one theory. My other theory is that he is the 8th Doctor in his old age as he fights the Time War. But the mystery about it is that was what the episode was all about. It was John Hurt's incarnation of the Doctor, is the Doctor that ruined the name of the Doctor. He broke the promise. He broke the promise that the title of the Doctor means. Fabulously done. He got one line in the episode, and it was a great line. what I did for, I think it was peace and justice, but not in the name of the Doctor. And it was left on that. Clara had been saved, the Doctor had been saved. They were still in the Doctor's time stream, but here was John Hurt as the Doctor. There's nothing else to be said than that is fantastic. It was a way to end the series as we go into the 50th anniversary. And the 50th anniversary is gonna be huge. We know that it's Matt Smith and David Tennant, and now we know that John Hurt is a Doctor. We don't know where in the Doctor's time stream he is. He's the forgotten incarnation. The Doctor that most likely fought in the Time War. And that is fantastic. The Doctor that faced in the Time War. We don't know much about the Time War. Although, and I almost did forget about it, this was probably River Song's last ever episode. I think River's done now. And she had a great scene to go. And I knew this was coming. But her leaving, her final scene, was overshadowed by how awesome John Hurt came in. And the cliffhanger Moffat left us on. He's got us speaking. He's got us talking. He's got us making theories. And we all know, well, us, I guess you could call the bigger Whovians, know that come the 50th anniversary special, Moffat's going to destroy all our theories and break us into pieces again. I can't really say much more. It was a great acted episode. I mean, Matt Smith had a scene where he broke down as the Doctor, knowing that he had to go to Trenzalore. So it was fantastic. Fantastic acting from Matt Smith. Fantastic acting from Jenna-Louise Coleman. Great music compositions from Murray Gold as usual. Great writing from Steven Moffat. Probably his best wrote story since The Empty Child the Doctor Dances. And I guess that's it. I can't think of anything else to say. So, I guess with that, don't forget to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. Leave any other things you want me to review or talk about. I guess it's not really a review, it's more my thoughts on the episode. And it was a great episode. I am so glad I am a fan of Doctor Who right now, because Doctor Who is at its best right now. Better than it's been in years. Don't forget to leave a like and agree if you agree. If you don't agree, leave a comment in the comment section, and I'm all up for a debate. Thank you for listening to my rambling speeches. See you soon.